Well, good afternoon, and thank you for being here. Thank you, President Gary, and my fellow Rotarians for giving me this opportunity to speak to you today. Before I get started with this, there's a special group that I would like to recognize who is going to come out and do our patriotic song for the day. So at this time, I'd love to introduce Kaylee Bonzio and the Elyria High School Magicals to please come out and perform our national anthem.
Hello everyone. Before we start, thank you for having us, and if we feel a little underdressed, we apologize. We're celebrating Pioneer Strong Week at Elyria High School with the Student Council, so we thought we'd bring the spirit to your meeting, but thank you again.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare of bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. Thank you. Before I introduce our guest, I would like to announce that the Elyria High School Choir, under the direction of Kaylee Bonzio, received a rating of a 1 at contests which would be considered the district level. It's the highest score you can receive. And I'm proud to say that they will be competing in the state choir contest later this month. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Before I get started, I'm going to use the cordless mic as I talk about the presentation. But before I do that, as you know, it's important to recognize the guests that are here today. And I'm proud that each of these individuals are here to support not only me, but the Rotary and the city of Elyria as a whole community. And with that, when your name is called, please stand. It's important that you are here. Mayor Holly Brenda. Chief Dwayne Whiteley. Funny story, I have to tell this. I have to say this about Dwayne. It's about 27 years now, I believe. Dwayne and I met. I was the assistant principal at Northwood Middle School, and Dwayne, were you a police officer at that point or a detective? When we first met, he was a detective, and him and I always came through the ranks together and always supported each other and became very, very close friends. And we were sitting around one day, and this is when I was the principal, probably second or third year at Elyria at Northwood, and he was a detective, or he may have moved up to sergeant. We were talking one day, and he goes, "Wouldn't it be neat someday if I was the police chief and you were the superintendent?" And we both agreed that what an awesome opportunity that would be to serve this community.
We thought it would be scary for the community.
We also thought it would be scary for the community. Yes, we did. What I'd like to do now is name the leadership team who works with me each and every day, and the successes that we achieve in the Elyria City Schools. These individuals play a huge part in what's taking place. And I'll talk a little bit about our finances, but first of all, I'd like to introduce Treasurer Joy Clickinger. Now get ready for this one because I'm proud to say this. Associate Superintendent Ann Schloss. Our Pupil Services Director Denise Blatt. the principal of the Elyria High School, Tim Brown. The associate principal of Elyria High School, Shane Newart. Our communications director, Amy Higgins. It's my right hand. Our technology and operations director, Brian Kokai. Our director of human resources, Gary Taylor. And our business services director, Mr. Jim Wall. We also have special guests of support staff here today, as well as representatives of our local media. And when your name is called, please stand. Who set this up today? Marty Yaden, Communications. He's up here at the camera. Lawrence Harkinson from IT, who set this up as well. Mary Wright, my other right hand, my administrative assistant, who she used to not have that shake until I started 2 years ago, but now it's all right. The person who is the rock in my life and comes and supports me at everything that I do, the newest grandmother, my wife, Kelly Jama. Did you hand me my iced tea over there? We have from the media today and our local press coverage from WEOL, Craig Adams. From the Chronicle Telegram, Lisa Roberson. And I'll tell you a funny story about Lisa as we get going, too. Media from the Morning Journal, Carol Harper. And from the Morning Journal, and I'm not sure where she went, Kelsey Leva. Again, what I'd like to do is walk around today and talk about the different slides. You know, somebody asked me once, what do you really enjoy doing? And I say, I like to talk. I like to spend time with family. I like to watch Ohio State football. And I absolutely love talking about the Elyria City Schools and the great things that take place in our district each and every day, because we do such a great job for children. And as you know, that's our future. And I believe we are exceptional at what we do. And we make sure the child is put first each and every day with the decisions that we make as an organization. Today I'm going to take you through some slides, and I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty with the slides. I want you to see the many great things taking place in our school system. And before we get started, though, I needed to do that. Who is that? Oh, that's my new grandbaby. Hello, Rotarians. I'm Braden. Go Pioneers. Welcome, baby Jama. I don't know how that got in there, Amy. I have no clue. But if you want to see other pictures, I have them on my phone after the meeting. But before we get started, there's a video that I would like you to see, and this was done by our communications and marketing department. It's an incredible video that highlights in about 7 minutes the things that take place in our district. And you always heard the saying, a picture is worth a million words. And I could talk up here all day and give millions and millions of words. But I think you're really going to enjoy this short video clip that highlights the Elyria City Schools and everything that we do each and every day.
Close enough. Close enough? Are you going? There you go.
With 85% of the vote in,
56.
10,242 for, 7,940 against.
Thank you, Elyria. 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 Thank you. Thank you, Elyria. Thank you, Elyria. Thank you,
What an awesome video. Can we give them a round of applause, please, for putting that together? A year in review, like I said, I could talk all day long, but those video clips of those kids and staff members are just absolutely amazing. And yes, thank you, Elyria. Thank each and every one of you. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to rebuild the entire school district in grades PK through 8. And you finished the high school several years ago. So in several years, the Elyria schools will have all brand new buildings and a new multi-sports complex because of each and every one of you and the residents of this great city who supported issue 23. Give yourselves a round of applause for that, please. What I'd like to do quickly is go through a PowerPoint slide that's going to talk a little bit about specific school-related items, such as the treasurer's office and things of that nature. But more importantly, I want to highlight our students today, and I want to highlight the many great things that are taking place each and every single day, because there are just tons and tons, and I think it's important for you to know that. The Board of Education, as you can see, several of the members are also fellow Rotarians. Greg Ellick is our president. Kevin Brubaker from the city of Elyria is our vice president. Jim Bax, a Rotarian, is also a member. Annie Karstoffen is a member. And our senior board member is Michael Gephardt, who is here today, who introduced me and did a wonderful job. Thank you, Michael, for that. Again, our treasurer, Joy Clickinger. Fiscal responsibility, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because Joy's going to be doing a 5-year forecast next month at a board meeting. But what I want to highlight today is something very special. Last year, on our audit by the State of Ohio Auditor Yost's office, we received a report with no errors or no citations, and we were listed as a school district of excellence when it comes to our fiscal management. This year, go ahead. I'm proud to say this year was about 2 months ago. Joy and I sat down with a team from the auditor's office, and again, we will be getting a letter from the State of Ohio and an award plaque that says, for the second year, we are fiscally excellent in the Elyria City School District without citations or errors. Speaking of fiscal responsibility, on November 6, 2016, Elyria voters approved a $59 million bond issue for new elementary and middle schools and a new Ely Stadium. The other area that will come up down the road, and again, it's no new taxes, but we got to continue on the past issues that have passed previously. We will have renewal issues on the ballot, in 2018 and then 2024. Again, these will be renewals, and we're managing our finances to the point where we will not need new money unless something drastic would ever change from the state of Ohio. The Elyria City Schools' mission is to ensure that each child reaches his or her potential. For over 200 years, the Elyria Schools have completed incredible feats. 200 years of Elyria history, buoyed by 200 years of public education in the Elyria City Schools. And it's an exciting time with this bicentennial coming up and working with Mayor Brenda and her team to celebrate 200 years of this incredible, incredible city. What I'd like to do now is talk about our students and some of the many great things that they have accomplished over this school year and over the several school years combined. Our JROTC team is in drill competitions, and they are extremely highly rated in the state. We have two individuals with Lieutenant Colonel Jenkins and Sergeant V, who oversee this program, and they do an amazing job. You see them at all the parades, you see them at all the basketball games, you see them at the football games, you see the flag corps, you see the drill team. Our EHS robotics team, and let me say this. Last year, we didn't have an EHS robotics team. This year, we have an EHS robotics team that Brian oversees with several staff members. And we not only competed for the first time, but we competed and qualified for the state competition. So that's pretty awesome in the first year. Congratulations, Brian. The next name may sound very familiar to you. She was here doing the four-way speech contest not too long ago. Virginia Beamer, top 3 in Ohio to attend the National Youth Science Camp. Nathan Hensley, the gentleman that came out here and introduced the musical group. Nathan has won the Student of Integrity Award by the Better Business Bureau. Savannah Bass, she's a national educator. She will be representing us at the National Educator Rising Conference. And as you know, I've made a commitment to the kids in Elyria. If you graduate from Elyria High School and you want to become a teacher and you want to come back to your district, there's going to be a position for you. We'll find it. Because I feel that strongly about hiring people who went through the school system and are willing to come back in our city. Westwood Spellers advanced in the competitions throughout the county. And McKinley and Eastern Heights students, Zoe and Aiden Pohl, earned National Armory distinction, and they were awarded at the National Guard Armory in Lorain on State Route 57. We not only have students, we also have athletes who are exceptional students. And we're proud to announce that several of our students, EHS seniors who have been recruited to Division I schools. JT Brown, wrestling, is attending West Point. Kevin Vo, wrestling, is attending Boise State University. And I'll be honest, I've been in this field a long time in 3 different districts. I believe he is the first student ever going to Boise. I haven't heard of any students going to Boise, so that's pretty exciting. And Madison Cruzado, volleyball, she will be attending the University of Notre Dame. EHS Senior Division II recruits Jessie Lee, volleyball, and she will be attending Ursuline College. Standout athletics. Very proud of our students, but we're also proud of our leader of our athletic department. Athletic Director Heather Beck earned the Meritorious, Service Award from the NEOIAAA. Don't ask me what that is, but it has something to do with national in the beginning. Eric Burnett, I know many of you have heard of the name Eric Burnett. Eric Burnett, our wrestling coach, and probably is the epitome of what a coach should be. One of the best coaches I've ever seen in my career or in my life. He's the Division I Coach of the Year. Our wrestling program was state runner-up twice, and it's very difficult to beat the team who earned the top honors when you're talking about St. Ed's, and I'm not going to go into all that detail, but it's very difficult to beat them when you are a public school who uses students from within the community. Wrestling state champions, JT Brown, Kevin Vo, and Brendan Fenton. Again, the first time ever we had 3 state champs. Many of you heard the name Ken Fennick, another incredible coach, softball coach of the year, and the softball team won the 2016 conference championship. Other standout athletics, boys basketball, the GCC conference champion and district tourney champion. Again, Brett Larrick does an awesome job with his team. Our Elyria cheerleaders, as you heard last year, they took first place in the state of Ohio. They brought back a state championship, and this year they took third, so we're really proud of our girls. Something new with the next two. Elyria started a gymnastics program. I believe it's been 2 years now. This year, Sarah Schneider made it to the state competition in Columbus. And Elyria bowler Alexis Qualls, who is a freshman, qualified for the state competition in Columbus as well. I went to that bowling competition, and I'm sure all of you have been in a bowling alley, but just imagine the entire bowling alley having bleachers and ladders to stand on to watch these kids bowl. Packed house, absolutely, absolutely amazing. Now I want to move into our classrooms where the rubber hits the road. Preschool, and you'll hear me talk about preschool all the time, I believe, as our former superintendent has stated that preschool is the silver bullet to getting our kids to be successful. And I'm proud to say that our enrollment is up in our preschool, and we are rated the highest you can be in the state of Ohio. We have a 5-star rating. And our kids absolutely love coming to school each and every day. There's a couple of them that try to get out in the beginning at times, but they're doing a good job. The Elyria Schools, we are a leader in early education and collaboration to enhance kindergarten readiness. We get our kids ready to learn. We get our kids ready to perform well. And our district enrollment, which is very important, is holding steady with our current projections. We are declining, and that was a concern when you start losing students for whatever the reason may be. But we're starting to see it level off, and hopefully with the new schools, we'll see an increase. I said the worst problem I'd like to face in 5 years from now are the new schools. We don't have enough room because of so many kids and families have moved back into the city of Elyria. In our classrooms, again, technology is on the rise. We have an EHS robotics team. We have an Elyria High School and Westwood Imagineering hubs, techie clubs at all of our schools, Tinker carts at all the primary level schools, and Westwood next year, they are going to completely flip around what they currently do at Westwood. It's more of a pilot. I give the principal a lot of credit for this, that she's moving her staff and the building in a different direction, and they are going to become a STEAM, they'll have a STEAM program. And I'm sure all of you have heard of STEM, science, technology, and math. STEAM adds another letter. It's science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. It adds the arts component. So we're excited about that. And then in all of our schools, we have arts-inspired learning throughout this district, which our Associate Superintendent, Ann Schloss, oversees. Our kids get experiences that are second to none. Other highlights of our classroom, and that's one of our board members and her son. Lorraine County Community College and the Elyria High School partnership brings an advanced technology professor now from LCC to EHS campus to teach advanced fabrication and robotic skills. Our partnership with Lorraine County Community College on STEM pathways. Local employers will teach our students in-job embedded courses. They'll actually go to the site, work, and learn. Our College Credit Plus course offerings are increasing. Currently, students who attend Elyria High School, they don't have to leave the campus, and they can get 30 hours of college credit prior to graduation. Also in our classroom, full implementation of the Naviance web-based program. This program assists students in grades 7 through 12 to prepare for their career pathways. Keeps students on track for careers in colleges. What's also nice about this is the parents can follow their child and assist them when it comes to the Naviance program and finding out what they would like to do as they move into their careers. Again, outside of our classroom, we specialize, and we're proud to say that learning doesn't only take place in the core classes. Learning takes place outside of classes as well, whether it's athletics, whether it's co-curricular activities. We have many grants that help fund these different activities. Camp Invention for our elementary grades expanded to hundreds of students this coming summer. Hundreds of our students will be involved in this. And we have an after-school tech workshop that teaches coding, programming, and robotics. And yes, we have kids that are coding in the elementary schools. It's absolutely amazing to see. Going on to our facilities. Again, the new Elyria High School opened in 2012. One of the highlights of my career being able to be the high school principal and be a part of that new building and achieve successes that many people thought were not possible in a large urban high school. We approved a bond issue in November to build all new schools pre-K through grade 8. And we are exploring 21st century learning designs embraced to spaces to encourage collaboration and teamwork. The schools that we're going to be building are not going to be your traditional schools with hallways and rooms. We're going to have schools with areas that, that promote learning, promote collaboration, and promote teamwork. They're going to have modern seating and furnishings for different learning styles. Fidget chairs. I wish I had a fidget chair when I was a kid. I need a fidget chair as the superintendent right now because it's difficult to sit. Group seating and interactive displays. Learning space is not confined to 4 walls, aisles, and rows. No more bells and cells learning in Elyria. Ohio Facilities Construction Commission, this is our partner who put up 67% of the cost for the new buildings. We will be doing a visioning workshop with them in June, and many of you in this room will become a part of that. And if you would like to become a part of that, please let me know, as it's going to involve the community, staff, students, and everybody who's willing to come together to do this and envision where Elyria schools will be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and 50 years from now. They appointed a facilitator that will guide our participants through this design process. I'm also proud to say that AVG, which was hired in February of this year, will be our architect for both the construction project of the schools as well as the construction project of our new stadium. Yesterday we interviewed construction managers, and that person will be announced here within the next week on who was selected to oversee the actual construction of all the projects. The master plan, as I've spoken about, total project that is co-funded cost, this does not include the stadium, is over $119 million. The projected enrollment for the year 2021 is what they predict when we start opening schools will be about 5,700 throughout the district, 4,000 of which being in grades pre-K through grade 8. We'll be building 1 K through 4 school on the Hamilton site, 1 K through 4 school on the existing Ely Elementary site on Gulf. We'll build a pre-K, that is going to be our preschool, as well as kindergarten through 8th grade at the Pioneer Field where we currently play soccer off of South Abbey. Build 1 K through 8 school at the current Eastern Heights site, and build 1 K through 8 school at the Elyria Township site. The master plan also talks about a renovation for a new central office, which will be Westwood. Westwood will be the only school currently that will not be renovated, not renovated, but demoed and demolished. These are the other schools that will see demolition here in the next 3 to 4 years. The master plan, again, and getting back to that with what you've passed this past November, it's $119 million. Again, the attendance is up there. But we also added locally funded initiatives to the bond issue at a cost of $8.3 million. And you're asking, what is that extra for? We're adding an additional PK classroom. Again, we said that preschool is the silver bullet that's going to help our students be successful, and the community supports that. Additional itinerant space, additional classroom for all space, and then we also did it at the high school in several of the rooms. They have terrazzo flooring at the high school in the hallways and all the main corridors. In these buildings, we'll be doing polished concrete, which will last much longer than a typical tile floor. The master plan and preliminary schedule, phase 1. In 2017 to 2019, They will be demolishing Spring Valley, and this is going to start, folks, probably April, May, June, probably in the next 3 to 4 months. Demolition of Spring Valley, demolition of Hamilton, starting to build pre-K through 8 school at Pioneer Field, starting to build the K through 4 school at the existing Ely Elementary School site, and then also the demolition of Ely Elementary School. 2017 to 2021, start building the K through 8 school at Eastern Heights, demolish Eastern Heights once part of the school is built, build a K through 4 school at the existing Hamilton school site, and then build a K through 8 school at the Elyria Township site. Phase 3, renovation of Westwood Middle School into the Board of Education, demolition of Crestwood, Ely, Franklin, McKinley, Oakwood, Prospect, and Windsor, demolition of the Eastern Heights and Northwood Middle Schools, and the demolition of the Elyria West Kindergarten Village. Also in the plan, and I believe you all recognize and know this, we're not only building schools, but we're building a multi-sports complex that will house all of our athletics outside. This is a locally funded initiative. The plan came to be with a group of community members who came together, who spoke to the community as a whole, and put a plan in place and presented it to the core team who made the decision to move forward. It'll be a locally funded initiative, not part of the co-funded project. There's 2 phases that are going to take place. Phase 1 is a $9.3 million start, and that's going to be funded by the local bond issue. AVG will be our architect, and again, we have not hired a construction manager. Phase 1 is the south portion of the stadium. So as you stand on the current football field, look south, and that entire area where the trees came down within the last couple weeks will be the start of the new football field and the new track. There, it will be at the opposite end of the property. Why did we do this? Because when I did the community meetings and community programs, I heard from many, many people several things. We don't want to lose a senior year on the football field for our athletics and track. We do not want to have graduation anywhere else other than at the stadium. And we also hold the Special Olympics for the entire county. So that was a huge piece that we were able to fulfill by planning in the way which we did. Land will be cleared. We're also working closely with the Ohio EPA and the Army Corps of Engineers. I'm learning a lot about EPA, red tape, hoops, and whatever else you have to jump through. There are a lot, I could tell you that. Construction to begin this summer. You should start seeing land clearing and bulldozing and all that fun stuff starting this summer. And Phase 1 south portion will be ready for the football season for the 2018 season, that fall, so fall of 2018. Phase 2 is a $4 million addition that is going to come through fundraising and a variety of plans to raise the funds. That will include the baseball and softball fields, additional locker rooms, tennis courts, additional restrooms, additional concession stands, a covered picnic area, additional parking, and hopefully Phase 2, as long as we can move forward with the fundraising effort, will be complete by fall of 2019. And with that, that concludes my part of the program. I wanted to give you a quick look at the great things taking place. I could talk all day long about percentages and numbers and how our kids are doing on this test and how our attendance is on. We're doing great in all those areas, folks, but I wanted you to see today what we do for kids each and every single day. I'm proud because I'm out in the buildings every day seeing what's taking place. And I can report to you that your kids and the kids of this community are receiving a top-notch education by the best teachers and the best staff members you can hire and bring on board. And with that, what I'd like to do is I'll take questions after they perform, but I'd like to call out again our award-winning Magicals who will perform a closing song, The Lord Bless and Keep You.
Upon you and give you peace,
You guys rock the house as you always do. Thank you. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. You know how proud I am of you. Thank you for doing this today. Thank you to Ms. Bonzio for leading this state qualified choir group. Thank you. Why don't you come out and be recognized, please? We were blessed. It's 3 years now, right, Kaylee? 3 years ago to get Kaylee on board at the Elyria City Schools, and she came highly recommended. And she's even one of those students who, on her spring break, when she was in college, spent the time with Dr. Jesse and learning all about our school system. And it's just another one of those who want to come here and do its best for kids. So thank you guys again. Thank you. Thank you. I know we're running really, really late because I like to talk. Are there any quick questions that you would like to ask me? I'll be more than happy to answer any questions for you after the meeting. Well, I just want to say thank you again. Thank you for what you do for the city of Elyria, the Elyria City Schools. I could tell you that the students in this community are getting an exceptional education, and they are going to do very well in life because of what they're exposed to and what they get to encounter each and every day within our district with high academics, high co-curricular, and high athletics programs. Thank you.